Hi friends, in this video I will explain how you can draw a figures in PPT. So you can draw both in PPT and AutoCAD, but AutoCAD software gives you exact, but it is difficult to draw. Whereas in PPT we can draw very easily. So you can see in AutoCAD these are lines. Okay, so this horizontal and vertical lines forms a grid. So in PPT you cannot find that grid, right? So in here there are many options. Okay, so if you see here, these are all, when you draw figures, the figures have endpoints, the figures can have midpoint, the figures may be circle and it has center. So the figures may be square, rectangle, and it has geometric center, and all these things it will be highlighted. So these are all the highlighted things. So here insertion is not highlighted now. If I select it, it will be highlighted. So perpendicular, two perpendicular lines are there in the AutoCAD figure. It will be highlighted if you click it. So there are many options here. In PPT there will be nothing like options, but it will show you imaginary lines. Okay, just like you see here. Now I will draw a line. Okay, suppose if I want to draw a line from here perpendicular, so again I will select this line, I will paste it. Then what I will do, format shape, then go to size. Here rotation I will make it 90. Okay, then I will move this line. See, so it when I moved close to this line, it went here, right? So if I zoom here, let us see, I think it is perpendicular, and this end point of this line and end point of this line are common. Okay, so like this you can draw. Now I will draw two parallel lines, right? So in AutoCAD, how to draw parallel lines? Just yeah, this is line. Okay, escape, you have to press escape, otherwise it will draw another line. Okay, now what I will do, I will just Control C, Control V. Okay, and see, it is showing endpoint of the first line. So this, because we have already selected it, okay, to show the two endpoints. Okay, so now I am showing, see, I keeping here. So there are two lines now. So now what I will do, I will select the second line. Okay, and I will drag it. Okay, so these are all parallel lines. This is how we can draw parallel lines, right? Escape. See, so these two are parallel lines. These two are parallel lines. Okay, now how to draw PPT? Okay, what I will do, Control C, Control V. So this is a line, and similarly I will draw another line. Okay, see, these two are, okay, overlap. So now what I will do, I will just drag it. I will just drag, or I will press the lower arrow button in the keyboard. Okay, automatically these two are parallel lines. This is how we can draw two parallel lines. Okay, now how to draw perpendicular lines, I have already told you. This is how we can draw perpendicular lines. Okay, here also we can draw perpendicular lines. See, I will just select a line. What I will do, I will draw a line. Okay, this line is how much? I will keep 1000. Okay, and from here again I will keep 1000, right? Escape. So these two lines are perpendicular and equal length. Okay, perpendicular is over. Now how to draw a triangle? Okay, see, in this AutoCAD, to draw a triangle, actually it will ask whether to inscribe in a circle or outscribe in a circle. That means if you see I'm selecting a triangle here, polygon, I want polygon of sides 3. Okay, now it is a triangle. Now specify center of a triangle. I am specifying the center, so it is because it's a Cartesian coordinate system, x and y. If you see here x and y, so it will select a point. Okay, so it will ask to select a point. Okay. This is how AutoCAD works. Okay, so I will select it at this point. Okay, inscribe or outscribe about a circumscribe. So inscribe means triangle will be inside a circle of certain radius. So triangle will be outside the circle of certain radius. This is circumscribe. Okay, I am selecting inscribe. That means within the circle will triangle will be there. Okay, see here. This is okay. So this is automatically what we get is equilateral triangle. Okay, so this is equilateral triangle. Now I want to change the nodes. See, I'm changing the nodes. For example, I can draw this element. Okay, this is called element. This is element, and this is a node. This is a node, and this is the element. I am dragging the it. You will get automatically isosceles triangle. Okay, we're getting a isosceles triangle. Okay, if you drag this node, any node, you will get a normal triangle. Okay, now this is how we can draw a triangle here. You know, so in PPT it will be little bit easy if you see. Because why? Because here you will get a regular lateral and isosceles, but here if you select, this is a triangle option in PPT. Okay, I'm drawing a, now it is a equilateral triangle automatically. If you see this yellow line and the white node are overlap, so if I drag, it will be a isosceles triangle. Okay, so if I drag, so I am making it again a regular equilateral triangle, and if you drag this, it will be a right angle triangle. Okay, so this yellow node is here, and again it went till here, so this will be a right angle triangle. Okay, now so you can shape fill, you can make it no fill, so there will be no fill now. Okay, so this is how we can draw a triangle. Similarly, we can draw a rectangle. Okay, so again a polygon, rectangle, specify first corner. Okay, so I am specifying this corner. Okay, so this will be how much you want. So 1000 I keep. Okay, after 1000, how much is this one? Nothing specified. Okay, so we can draw a, if you want you can adjust it. Okay, how much breadth you want, you know, how much breadth you want, you can adjust it. Okay, similarly we can draw in PPT. Okay, so this is a rectangle. If you want the height, this is the height, and width, this is the width I take 10 centimeter, 10, and this is height 5 centimeters, right? So this is how you can draw in PPT, and you can make it a square. Okay, so how to draw a rectangle we have seen. Okay, how to draw a square. Okay, select a point, number of sides is 4, enter, select a point, inscribe. Okay, this is square. Okay, how much length you want, if you drag, you will increase. Okay, so this is square, right? Now if I want to make it 90 degree, okay, straight, what I do, select the base point. Okay, so I will select a base point. I will take this as the base point. Okay, and I will rotate. How much to rotate? See here, rotation angle it is there. Okay, so I will rotate how much? 45 degrees. Okay, so it became a square, straight square. Okay, so this is how we can, similarly you can draw all the polygons. Okay, suppose I want a pentagon, you get 5, enter. specify point, center point, circumscribe. Okay, this is how you can draw a pentagon. Okay, now I'm taking hexagon. Okay, so number of six, number of six. Then center, this is a center and inscribe. Okay, this is hexagon. Okay, so this is a hexagon I'm taking. So now if I make this base horizontal, what I have to do? Okay, so otherwise what I can do, I can take this base, I can make this base 90 degrees. It will automatically, one of the base will be horizontal. So what I will do, I will do rotate. Okay, I will select this object. Okay, enter. Okay, so the base point, this is the base point I'm rotating. So rotation angle is 90 degrees, right? It became a hexagon base horizontal, right? So this is how we can draw. So in PPT, what we can do here, simply I select here, I put here. Now in here this option, okay, size and properties, make it all 10. This is 10, this is 10. Over. Simple. So this is how we can write a square. So we can take all other polygons here. See here, this is a polygon of side length 7. Okay, this is 8, this is 9, this is 12. Okay, so this is 5, polygon of side length 5. So now I am drawing here. See, already it is a, what I draw is a regular pentagon. So what I can do, just I will change here lock aspect ratio for regular pentagon, and you can increase it. So automatically it will be a regular pentagon how much you try. Okay, similarly you can use regular pentagon and hexagon. The lock aspect ratio you keep, you can draw how much you want. Okay, this will be a regular pentagon. Okay, now similarly you can take all other polygons and draw here. Okay, now so this will be a little bit simple because here you directly you mention height and width completely. Okay, here you have to first select the polygon, select the number of sides, and then what you have to do, you have to select whether inscribe or circumscribe. Okay, now so these are all things you have to follow in AutoCAD. So here simply you select from there. Okay, different polygons are already available. Keep here. Over. Now what I will do, I will draw a circle. Okay, in this circle. Okay, so this is the radius. How much radius? 1000 radius. Here we can draw circle. Similarly, you go to oval. Okay, so automatically you got a circle now. Log aspect ratio you keep. So height, this is the diameter actually. Diameter I will make it 6. Okay, so automatically width also became 6. This is how we can draw a circle. Okay, you remove aspect ratio and make width 3. Okay, this will become a oval or ellipse of height. This is the height 6 centimeters. Okay, that means major diameter. This is the minor diameter will become 3 centimeters. Okay, so this is how we can draw circle and ellipse. Okay, now we can draw a sector. So this is how we can draw it. This is sector. So what I will do, I will first lock aspect ratio. Okay, so that it won't become an ellipse. Okay, now I am, so this is a sector. Okay, first you expand it. Okay, so this will be automatically 90 degrees. Okay, now this will be 90 degrees. So in PPT you can draw accurately, not 100% accurate. Okay, so we draw generally a simple figure, so there is no worry. If you want accurate and 100% accurate and it's complex figures, you have to go for AutoCAD. because we draw simple figures. See here, this will be how much angle? It will be a 45 degrees. Okay, so this is 90. This will be 135. This will be sector of 180, angle 180. Okay, now this is how we draw sectors. Okay, if you make unlock aspect ratio, you can change it to ellipse. Okay. This is a ellipse sector. Okay, so height will be some 8 I will keep, and width will be 4 I will keep. So now if you rotate, it will become a sector, elliptical sector. Okay, fine. Here how to draw circle? I have draw ellipse. If I have to draw here, this is ellipse. So here ellipse. Okay, see here center, create an ellipse using a specified center point. This is I'm keeping center. This is the center I have selected, and this is the end point I have selected. This is the center. This is the end point. Another end point will be here. Okay, so if you so two endpoints are fixed and the center is also fixed. If I moving the cursor, if I moving it, it is becoming ellipse. Okay, so if I move to the end point, it will become a circle. If I move this end point, it will become a circle. Okay, if I move to the center, it will become a line as well. Okay, so this is how we can draw a ellipse, and there are many other ways we can draw here, right? So I have already told you how to draw ellipse in PPT. Now how to draw a sector? Okay, so sector, for this, just make a, for sector you have to draw two lines and make give an arc. Okay, so I am taking a arc now. Okay, so first it is asking specify second point of the arc. This is the second point. Okay, so this is how. Okay, so this is arc. So what I have to do now, this arc has a center, right? This is the center. From here I have to draw two lines. Okay, this is the line I am selecting. Okay, here center I will select. Here center I am selecting. So from here I am drawing a line. Okay, again escape. So repeat line. So again I am doing selecting center till here. Okay, so this is a, what is it? This is a sector. Okay, na? So similarly we can draw for this ellipse. Okay, so this is how we can draw a two-dimensional objects in AutoCAD and PPT. Okay,